So it does look very different than what's there now.
This is what Irving Boulevard through Heritage Crossing might someday look like.
Yeah, we're looking to take it down anywhere from 4 lanes to 5 lanes, which it currently is, down to 2 major lanes.
We're proposing on-street parking on both sides of the street generally, where the right-of-way allows for it, and that will help support local businesses.
The concept is the result of months of meetings between the city and its consultant, Vialta Planning. At every stage, they invited residents' opinions.
I'm pleased to see that the city is really planning to do something downtown. It's an important part of the city, and I think this is a huge chance for revitalization in this area.
Francesca has been at a lot of the meetings and went on this walking tour of Heritage Crossing over the summer. On that tour, the inconsistent condition of sidewalks got a lot of attention, and this latest idea addresses that concern.
We're proposing 11-foot sidewalks throughout the downtown Heritage Crossing district. In some cases, as buildings redevelop, they may set back their buildings in order to do things like ground floor on-street dining or merchandising displays.
Possibly office up above and possibly some living up above as well. Create that nice streetscape feel, and of course the trees and the other landscaping that we have makes it a very inviting experience, much different from what's down there today.
What I really like about it is that it's put bikeability and walkability at the forefront, because this is a neighborhood that developed before there were cars, or a lot of cars anyway, and I think it helps bring that feel back to the neighborhood.
For people who know the community, have lived in the community for a long time, have businesses here, for them to come forward and share their expertise. And we've actually made specific changes to some of the recommendations.
Resident input led to design changes on what's called a cycle track. It's basically a bike path that would run right through expanded sidewalks here.
We're showing this version as flush with the sidewalk, but using a distinct material so that it's clear to both pedestrians and bicyclists what the sidewalk zone for walking is and what the cycle track zone is for riding a bike.
Any work that might be approved for Irving Boulevard would still be a ways away.
This whole process, being involved with a complete reconstruction of a street, these things do take time.
The latest series of public workshops did not attract many people, but the city's consultant hopes residents will stay involved.
In terms of the biggest challenge or hurdle, I think is just maintaining the momentum. A lot of communities go through this process, and then 6 months, a year, 2 years goes by, and once it sort of grows a little stale, it's hard to recapture that momentum and move the project forward and achieve the goals and vision that the community had developed.
Other projects are happening. The Texas Musicians Museum is planning to move into this building in the months ahead, and new homes could be built on this land along Delaware Creek.
That's very exciting for us to be able to get some new housing there, new quality housing, and move some new people into the neighborhood. That's what developers are going to be looking at, as well as, is anyone making any investment?
Francesca is continuing to share her ideas about Heritage Crossing, and she's optimistic about what is ahead.
And I think once this development starts down here, it'll trigger organic growth, private investors and business people and new residents.